Reineer de Ridder beat Robert Whittaker this past weekend, and people are pissed about it. Now, I made my full reaction to the card the night of the fight. It's on my channel. You can go check it out. But I thought that Reineer de Ridder won. Now, I saw the argument for how Robert Whittaker did more damage, but I thought the consistency and the pace throughout the fight was favoring Reineer de Ridder. And even though uh, Robert Whittaker was inflicting the most visible damage, I thought overall Reineer de Ridder was the one landing the better shots. Now, I go to this site and I'm pulling up this random post from ESPN MMA, and you see these comments. Um, Apart from this one, which is return Israelites. Sorry about that. Return Israelites in the old generation fighters aren't good. They were good in the era because fighting in general was ass. No, no. I mean, you can say the exact same thing about, the 2009 era, the tough era, the OG era with Dan Severn. It, no, it's such a stupid argument. But I'm just, my fans need to play. He doesn't get matches up with RDR. I think that RDR versus Hunter Kumaev is interesting. Um, might be one of the worst fighters in the UFC right now, super sloppy and lazy. He's not. He's not. That's the point. That's the Dutch kickboxing background. We have never seen, well, we've seen guys around his talent, right? But typically, when we have somebody come over from Bellator, one, whatever it may be, they are not able to compete at all with the UFC fighters. Go look at Patchy Mix. I know Pitbull recovered, but again, Pitbull is probably one of the greatest fighters in his era to never sign with the UFC. And Reineer de Ridder has that fight with Joe Mercer where Mercer was getting at him. But slowly over the span of the last year, this guy has racked up a lot of good wins. And he's really improved in this fight. And when I was watching this fight, right, the things that stood out to me, number one, the kick to the body. Really brilliant how Reineer de Ridder was able to find the distance against Whittaker. We know that Whittaker is going to want to get in the pocket and brawl with de Ridder. But I just loved how de Ridder went about the fight, pushing Whittaker where he wanted him to go. Even though that Whittaker was landing the more powerful shots, I just hope that Reineer de Ridder was able to land the cleaner ones, was able to find the right time, the right place to land them. And I thought it was a really close fight. I really did. But again, when you're going out there against Robert Whittaker and you're going along the feet at times, and the thing with Whittaker was after the first two rounds, Reineer de Ridder knew biggest threat. He knew that if I go into this specific range, I can get caught with another big shot, and it's not going to end well. But Reineer de Ridder mixed it up. Reineer de Ridder is also a high level grappler. It's He's incredible. He absolutely is incredible. And I love Robert Whittaker. It pains me to see Robert Whittaker lose. But at the same time, it's like Whittaker is a part of the new era. I know he's been around for quite some time. I might as well search up his name here. I know that he's 34. Uh, 21 and 2. When you look at him as a fighter, he debuted all the way back in what? In 2013, wins his first 6 fights, wins a title at this promotion, continues to win, makes it to 1, uh, as an 8-0 fighter, submits Ron Fan in the first round of the Dars, then works his way up to fight Ong Ong Sang, however you say it, beats him twice, wins the title, beats Vitaly Big Dash, has a draw in a grappling match against Andre Galveo. Man, I hate saying his names, I really do. And then he loses to Anatoly Malikin, who was the 3 division champ. I forgot the name of the guy that just beat him though. And then he has a fight over in Abu Dhabi at UAE Warriors, and then he fights Jail Mercer. Well, Jail Mercer is, and I mean this respectfully, Jail Mercer is as average of a UFC fighter as you're gonna find. Like, he really is. He really is just that guy that whenever you see some fighter beat Jail Mercer, you know, okay, they may have something, but the win, it doesn't prove anything, right? But, Joe Mercer was piecing him up on the feet, and he was gonna lose this fight up until he got the arm triangle choke. But he managed to get it. He goes in there against Kevin Owens, who's a major star, a big name. Not a top guy, but again, still a big name to have on your record, especially now. He submits Kevin Owens in the first round on the infamous UFC 311 card, where Islam Makhachev defended his belt against Arman Tsarukyan in the rematch. Um, I really hope Arman gets the title shot though. But then you get to the Bo Nickel fight, right, where he breaks out, and his first Bo Nickel, yeah, you need more than American wrestling, but American wrestling is next to nothing in the sport of MMA. And we prove that time and time again. But we always hear DC and Silverstone talking about, oh, Gable Stevenson, this guy, that guy. All of these guys were come over from American wrestling, from D1 wrestling. Yet they get checked immediately white fighters like Reineer de Ridder. And now he's on a 5-fight win streak, adding the former champion Robert Whittaker. Well, I always thought won the second fight against Disney. I completely thought he won that second fight. But damn. It's just I honestly think it was a brilliant fight. I think he fought a very corporate fight against one of the best to do it in that division. And he was piecing up Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker, we know, packs power. He can do damage. But Reineer de Ridder just again, I think he's a standard of what you need to be around the top of middleweight. I think he's the standard for what you need to be to compete in the top 10, in the top 5, in the top 15, even around the top 15, right? But it was a good fight. I don't look at this as some major robbery. I look at that fight as, honest way. It could have went either way. I could have seen Robert Whittaker winning the fight. I could have seen um Reineer de Ridder winning it, which I had him winning the fight. And it's purely the fact that this game is evolving. It's purely the fact that Reineer de Ridder, who I know is around the same age as uh, Robert Whittaker, he just presents a completely different style, a completely different skill set and mindset going into fighting. And I think him fighting DDP would be major. Logically, what makes sense to me, it would probably be an easy fight next. And it'd be a title. It'd be a title eliminated for Reineer. You really can't give Izzy a title eliminator fight once again after a loss. Especially after being knocked out by Imagov. But I think Reineer de Ridder is gonna fight DDP very soon. I need to do my predictions fully for UFC 319. Which, spoiler alert, I think DDP versus Reineer de Ridder is a major, major fight. But I don't know, man. I really like what he did this past weekend. Let me know in the comments down below. Who did you think win this fight? Who do you think? Who did you think won this fight this past weekend? Did you think that Robert Whittaker got it done purely on damage, or do you think that Reineer de Ridder went out there and just outclassed Robert Whittaker for majority of the fight? Let me know in the comments down below. As well as, what do you think Reineer de Ridder's path to the title is? Who does he need to beat to get there? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Later.